Edgar TV. How do guys, welcome back to Edgar TV. And first of all, if you're new here guys, and this is the first time you've watched one of these videos and you enjoy this, I do have a library full of this sort of content. So you guys ask me the questions, I give you the answers. And this is a question that has come up far too often for me to ignore, and I've got to answer this question. And that is, how does the PDC pay their players? You know, what's the system that's in place? Now, the main two things I can see here that are causing confusion is local competitions and presentations. These are the two things that I can see being the issues. Number one, I get asked a lot, like, is there a table? Because sometimes if you go to a local open, you have to sign for the money. Do you have to go sign for the money? No. No, it does. So on that, the local open, there'd be a table there. They'd say, winner, come up, sign your money. There's your £500. There's your £200. There's your this, there's your that. Okay. So that's how these local events run. This isn't the case with the PDC. So we don't have to go and sign for the money. Think about the first prize, just £10,000. That'd be a serious amount of cash that someone would have to sit there every single day with to be able to pay out all the way through, just on the winner, £10,000. So yeah, there's nothing in terms of a collection table. This goes the same for checks. Now, I've been asked, is it paid by check? Do you collect a check on the way out and they just write it out? You know, that would make sense 20, 30 years ago. But, you know, in the modern day, you know, a lot is done by bank transfers and things now, just like what is with the PDC. Now, the check thing comes into question a lot of the time, purely because the presentation of the big novelty checks that people get sometimes on the stage, that's not what goes on. What goes on is a bank transfer. So basically how it works, at the end of the event, you'll get a remittance notice, not a pay slip, because all PDC players are subcontractors. We are all self-employed, so the PDC isn't. We're not direct employees of the PDC. So we get a remittance notice. That remittance notice will come through. I'll put an example of it like on the screen. The remittance notice comes through, and you'll see on that notice it tells you the performance, so how you've done, your overall turnover, shall we say, minus your levy. Your levy is your PDPA levy, which is 2% of all earnings. So 2% of everything you earn from whatever event, whether that is a Pro Tour, a European Tour, a World Championship, 2% comes off to go to the PDPA, and then you get your total that goes into your bank account. From that point, you are responsible, obviously, for your own tax and your own deductions and things, and obviously your own expenses will all come out of that income total that you have got. This is the same on all events. So all events work the same way. You know, if you win the World Championship, you get it the same way. If you go out the first round, you go out the same way. The only difference here is that the wait time is normally about 7 to 10 days for getting the payment, but on conclusion of the event. Now, on long events like the World Championships, this sometimes is a bit of a wait. So I've had it before where I've lost in the first round on December the 13th. So mid-December I've gone out, but I haven't been paid till mid-January because we need to wait till the event's on its conclusion, and then they pay at the end of that 7 to 10 day waiting period. So there was a little bit of a difference with it, a little bit of a bit of play, but in general terms, yeah, it's 7 to 10 days on the conclusion of the event, paid into your bank account, guys. Hope you found this video informative, or at least slightest bit interesting. If there is something that you see in darts that you would like to know the answer to, let me know in the comments section. If it comes up a couple of times, obviously I'll make a video about it, because there's obviously a bit of interest there and people want to know the answers, and I want to be the channel that gives you the answers. And if you want those answers, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button for daily darts releases, only here on Edgar TV. Edgar TV.